Hello, trading has closed on the 17th of May, 2024. We always do our disclaimer. We'll go over our calls and make some predictions. It's my trading plan for Monday, which is May 20th, 2024. Please remember my calls can be wrong. Trade at your own risk. Also, I have personal business towards the end of next week. I'm not going to be able to follow the market intraday, but I will still try to post during the day. We are going to get some help. David has a simulcast on the 22nd and 23rd. It's Wednesday and Thursday. He's going to give a little preliminary talk on the 21st, which is Tuesday. And then Monday, Norm Winsky, after the close, is going to give us his change in trend dates. So we're going to get a lot of help next week when I'm busy doing other things. Just a reminder, my system calls targets. It doesn't give entries or exits specifically. Look for the pattern with the early low. That's this. Tomorrow also has the early low. Here's what we said. Said yesterday was a strong candidate for the end of the leg up. We need confirmation by having the market start to drop. Well, it hasn't started to drop yet, but we closed essentially unchanged, 0.12%. And whenever we close essentially unchanged, within 0.25%, I just repeat my prediction. And I'm going to stick with it until I'm proven wrong. Tomorrow is a Carolan change in trend date. Now again, these don't all work. If there is a change in trend, it tends to be on one of his dates. But the converse isn't true. Just because we get this date, that doesn't mean there has to be a change in trend. These are the patterns I'm looking for next week. During the day, MEJT said this rally was false or retraced. We got an ultimate sell signal. We dropped. The drop was called false. We went high enough to show this was a false move. We now have 13 bars of countdown on the weekly chart. This is the Marks indicator. Again, it doesn't always work. But if it works, it should lead to a sizable drop. And typically you give this 3 weeks. If you haven't made much progress on the downside in 3 weeks, you should still have some consolidation, but not a collapse. And I'm not looking for a collapse, but at least if we have one, I can explain it. That's not what I'm looking for. Well, Monday's pattern has the early low regardless of where we open. We close a little change, so I'm repeating my call from last night. I think there's a good chance Thursday marked a high for this leg of the S&P 500. In addition to the reasons I gave yesterday, today saw the industrial average hit a new all-time high, while the transports closed lower by over 59 points. That's a Dow theory sell signal. We have all we need to call a top here. What we don't have yet is confirmation. And confirmation is starting to drop. And until we start to drop, you can always be wrong on these things. But that until we take this out with conviction, I think that's going to be it. And if I'm wrong, the stop is close enough. It's a pattern with the early low. We need to see us start lower if I'm going to be right, or at least consolidate for a long period of time. And that's today's call.